Alright, well here I have two pictures. One, a lovely picture of some sunflowers, and another one of my handsome nephew Jabbar. And what I want to do is I want to put Jabbar into the sunflower because he's a sunshiny kind of guy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something that's interesting here. I could try and select. I could try with a magic wand, but there are none of the colors are all that solid. I might try with the lasso tool, magnetic lasso, and click around and build a selection. I could do that because it builds a selection by contrast between the different pieces, but that's too hard. What's really interesting here, I'm going to do Command D, or Apple D, that gets rid of that. I'm going to use this one. This is a new tool that only Elements has. It's called a selection brush. And I'm going to use a brush this size will do. I could change the size of the brush. And I think I want a soft edge brush. So I can choose the type of brush I want. On this thing, I think about 40, and it looks like it's got a kind of a soft edge. That's nice. And I'll go back to my picture. And now, whatever I paint with that brush is selected. This is very handy. See, and the neat thing is I can go back. See, I'm going to, whoops, see, I got painted, but I'm not worried about that. See, I painted over top of his head. I'm not worried about that. Let's say I missed his ear. Well, you know, all I have to do is click, go over to it. Maybe I make my brush a little smaller. I can do the slider. I clicked up here. I'll choose a slider. I'll make a smaller brush. Okay. And I'll go in here and I'll add his ear. If I were to be more careful, I could make a better selection. But let's see. Looks like I need to clean up in here and out here. If I hold the Option key down, I can remove from the selection. Alright, subtract from the selection. Isn't that interesting? So I'm using that little brush. Now I'm subtracting. If I hold the Shift key down, or actually I don't have to, the brush, I just go back and I think I'm going to, oops, Option key is what I need. I think I'm going to go back and just take a little less right under his chin there. What do you think? Alright, now let's bring the layers palette in for a second. There's the layers. There's the layers palette. And there's this select Jabbar's picture, and he's selected. So I'm going to do that thing I like to do, which is copy and paste. And it pastes a new layer right in there. Kind of nice. Now, I don't need I'm going to drag from this layer of Jabbar's, from Nephew's photo, right into the sunrise photo. It just drops it right on there. Let's close this picture. I don't want to save what I have there. We'll move this one over, make sure that we can see both of these. Now, let's do the Move tool, and we'll put them kind of where we want. And we might want to resize them a little. Just resizing that head. Put it right in the middle. And I think he'd be looking better if he were looking the other way. So I've resized them. I hit the Return key to set the resize. Let's go to Image, Rotate, and we'll flip them horizontally. There we go. Notice that if I can move my cursor around, I can resize it. If I click on the corner, notice I have a double-headed arrow. If I bring it outside, I have a curved arrow, and with the curved arrow I can rotate them. Now, it looks a little funny to me, so what I want to do, hit the Return to set that, is go to the opacity. Opacity means how transparent it is. 100% opacity means it's not transparent at all. 0 means it's completely transparent. So we want somewhere in between. How about that? Just a face peeking through the sunflowers. You like that?